It's Wednesday, February 27. Here's what's making today's news. First up, President David Granger has indicated to Chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, retired Justice James Patterson via letter, that the Commission be prepared to commence a consultation with him on its operational readiness to deliver credible general and regional elections.
President David Granger has written to the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, and the Leader of the Opposition, Bar Jagdeo, for separate consultations to be held on the issue of general and regional elections. Minister of State Joseph Harmon explains. Minister Harmon explained that based on the issues raised in the letter sent by GECOM's chairman, President Granger has asked to meet with the Leader of the Opposition. On the agenda for that meeting are the National Assembly's constitutional role in the present situation and GECOM's readiness and requirement for funding to enable it to conduct general and regional elections. For InfoHub, Rebecca Ganesh.
Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali today reaffirmed government's commitment to stand by workers dismissed by United Company Russian Aluminum, Rusal. Following a meeting with Rusal's Director of Aluminum and Bauxite Department, Vladimir Pomyakov, on Tuesday, Minister of Social Protection Amna Ali met with representatives from the Guyana Bauxite and General Workers Union, where she updated them on the current status of the matter. During the meeting held at her Lamaha Street office, Minister Ali reiterated that the government will not tolerate the manner in which the Russian company is operating.
I do not think that we can tolerate, I don't like to refer to them as expatriates, but these companies coming in to partner with Guyana and operate in this fashion. And that is why I believe the aspect of mutual respect is very important.
The Social Protection Minister told the union representatives that it was indicated to Rusal that government will not be accepting the conditions put forward.
Government will not accept what is presently existing. And I did indicate to them that we will go to the lengths. We will explore the options, and we are going to have to make a decision on this matter.
President of the Guyana Bauxite and General Workers Union, Lincoln Lewis, suggested an examination of the company's mining license.
We need to examine the license. What the license is, are they conforming to those licenses? Like where they extract bauxite, they refill and replant. We need to look at all those type of things.
Minister Ali assured Lewis that an examination of their mining license is being discussed. Also present at the meeting were Minister within the Ministry of Social Protection Keith Scott and Chief Labour Officer Charles Ogle. Guyana's oil and gas industry is attracting a significant amount of international interest. Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin made the pronouncement while delivering his address at the Baker Institute Oil and Gas Development Forum hosted at the Rice University in Houston, Texas.
The business minister said Guyana is seeking to partner with reputable international companies and is seeking an arrangement which will benefit the country in the short, medium, and long terms.
Our country remains open for business, and we welcome all the interest, and we welcome investments. We want your business, but our people have needs, and our needs are our priorities. So we want to work with you, and we want you to work with us.
Minister Gaskin noted that Guyana is not seeking to become the new Singapore or Norway, but is seeking to become the new Guyana, a country which is relevant to locals, where young Guyanese can see a bright future.
We are also fortunate to be starting out at a time when there's a wealth of information available on every aspect of the oil and gas sector and its impact on various economies at different stages of their development.
The minister reiterated that proper management of this sector is important, therefore the government is in the process of finalizing the local content policy for the sector. Minister Gaskin was among a visiting team to Houston, Texas, including Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson, Guyana Geology and Mines Commission head Newell Dennison, and consultancy firms exploring the oil and gas prospects in Guyana. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
Following a meeting with local mining groups facilitated by the Natural Resources Ministry, South African Deputy Minister of Mineral Resources Godfrey Oliphant pledged his country's continued support to Guyana.
We would look into what collaboration you would have wanted, because it's better if I get from yourselves what is the type of collaboration that you want from South Africa so that we can make it happen. In terms of policy, I think we're quite strong, you're quite strong and stable as well, but there might be areas where we might learn from each other. So the area of policy strengthening, policy certainty, policy collaboration, it's a matter that will continue to work together in this one.
Following that meeting, the Deputy Minister attended a luncheon with Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo, Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Allicock, and Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman. Minister Trotman told the South African minister that Ghana welcomed his country's interest in Guyana and looked forward to the signing of the Declaration of Intent, as both countries have much to offer each other.
Guyana can learn much from South Africa, especially in the areas of diamond exploration, and we are intrigued by offshore mining in the seabed, and it is something that we wish to find out more about, because I'm told that all of this that comes down our rivers that we see as silt also contains mineral wealth. We wish to learn from you as well about geological surveying and mapping of our resources, and establishing and managing a national gold refinery. Likewise, there is much that Guyana can offer South Africa, we believe. We have yet to be explored and quantified vast deposits of gold, diamond, bauxite, and manganese, and as well rare earth minerals, in addition, of course, to petroleum.
Prime Minister Moses Nagamootoo also welcomed South Africa's interest in Guyana.
Your coming here to Guyana to partner with us is an important aspect of social liberation. You're sharing your experiences with us, and we value the letter of intent, and would wish that we could move forward to an MOU where you could have concrete developments in these relations, particularly in the area of mining. And also, as I said to you yesterday, Minister Oliphant and your delegation, that it was important also that we link our economic development with social justice. The rights of the working people can never be trampled.
Reporting for InfoHub, Felicia Valenzuela. Still to come, government forging ahead with establishment of drug treatment courts across Guyana, and social cohesion ministry and faith-based organizations host sensitization exercise in Bartica. The details of these and more when we return. Stay with us.
The future of Guyana has never looked better. Our nation is on the cusp of a development program like never seen before. While Guyana is now emerging as an energy giant through the discovery of massive reserves of oil and natural gas, it is your government's intention that the huge benefits emerging from this will go where it matters most, to you, the people of this beloved country. There is a surge of confidence in the way Guyana is governed once again, and the level of investor interest is unprecedented. Guyana is poised to become the breadbasket of the region, and the pace at which this nation will grow through prudent fiscal management will be nothing short of impressive. But more than anything else will be the way every Guyanese, regardless of color, class, or creed, becomes a part of this historic period of national transformation, sharing in the wealth and well-being of it all as one Guyana.
Welcome back. The government is forging ahead with its plans to establish drug treatment courts across Guyana. This was announced by Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan, who is performing the duties of Prime Minister at the opening of the first alternative treatment training exercise.
Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan, who is performing the duties of Prime Minister, was speaking at the first of a series of training courses on treatment alternatives to incarceration in preparation for the drug treatment courts. He said that the pilot will be implemented at one of the courts in Georgetown.
That is where we have to train some people, and that is the training exercises going on there. To that extent, where they're ready, we will proceed. I don't know which one of the magistrates' court will be used for that purpose, but we want to start with one as a pilot, and then we can extend that pilot to Quarantine, Bartica, or wheresoever on our map. The drug offending is pretty rife.
Minister Ramjatan explained that the drug courts will take a public health approach using a specialized model in which the judiciary, prosecutors, probation and social services officers, health personnel and treatment communities will work together to help addicted offenders into long-term recovery.
Those who are, however, addicts, and they come again and they come often to court and so on, what do? We send them to jail, and that is the modern approach, is that we do have treatment for them, and we have to get our medical personnel, psychiatrists, social workers, whatever, to help in that regard.
The initiative is part of Guyana's National Drug Master Plan for 2016 to 2020 that includes a policy to reduce the use of incarceration for non-violent drug offenders. The treatment alternative to incarceration training workshop targeted law enforcement officials, representatives from the Guyana judicial system, as well as representatives from the Organization of American States, among other stakeholders. Senika Thorne, InfoHub.
The Ministry of Social Protection today donated food supplies, mattresses, and stoves to 3 families who are victims of 2 recent fires.
As part of its mandate and in keeping with the Sustainable Development Goal 1 of eradicating poverty, the Social Protection Ministry lent a helping hand to 3 families who fell victim to 2 fires this month. The families received several items to cover the basic needs until they are able to get back on their feet. Caroline Saisnarayan and sister Karen Chung lost their mother to the fire which took place on February 17, 2019 at Monrepo. They received 2 stoves, 2 mattresses, and dry goods. Another woman, Maureen Morris, an office assistant at the Department of Education in the Regional Democratic Center, received similar items. They were all asked to visit the ministry during the course of the week to collect their food vouchers.
We know that you would have recently been a victim of fire, and as such, the Minister of Social Protection, the Honorable Amna Ali, along with the Ministry of Social Protection, would like to present to you a token in the form of some household items for your upkeep. We hope that this small token brings so much comfort in this time of your discomfort. We know that you would have been displaced, and we hope that you would accept these items in good faith.
Reporting for InfoHub, Kippany Jordan.
And in our final report, Neticia Isaacs tells us how Natalie Singh, Guyana's oldest female microscopist, gives life to the age-old adage, age is just a number.
At 63 years old, most people are at home with their families or quietly enjoying their retirement. Natalie Singh is not most people, as she actively continues in the career path she began 38 years ago. The mother of two and grandmother of two of Lethem Upper Takatu Upper Essequibo Region 9 is the oldest microscopist in the region and possibly in Guyana. She boasts of her excellent eyesight, a crucial requirement of her job, which entails the identification of malaria parasites or its antigens and products in the blood of patients. Training she received from PAHO WHO back in 1981.
I travel all over the country except Bartica and Linden, the whole of Region 9 in my younger days with my children. That is when malaria was real rampant in those days.
Today, she continues testing as well as training and supervising other staff. Singh explained that the magnification of the microscope is 1,800 times that of a normal person's eyesight.
When my colleagues are putting on their glasses, I am taking off my glasses.
So you put on your glasses to do what? To read?
Long distance. If the bus is coming, the car is coming, who is passing. But in all these clerical, I take it off. I don't need the glasses.
She currently lives in the Lethem Township with her 87-year-old mother, who is a retired nurse.
I work all over in the hard times and the good times. Now the malaria is reducing because in those days now we never had microscopists in localities. So we had 5 at the office. They were from Georgetown, and all the work used to come from the villages.
Singh recalls examining hundreds of smears, well beyond the 75 per day quota. That was a time, she explained, when persons from the community were rarely employed in the field, as the posts were given to persons from the coast. She boasted that she was the first and lone female working alongside 32 males following her training. Neticia Isaacs for InfoHub.
That's all for this evening. Connect with us on WhatsApp, like and subscribe to our Facebook page for notifications. You can also follow us on Instagram for updates and visit our website at dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.